Hello friends, today in this lecture, in this video we'll learn about a bank book. In our earlier videos we have learned about the purchase book, the sales book and the cash book. In this video we'll learn about the bank book, which is also a subsidiary book. Bank book plays we can say a double role, that is of both a journal and a ledger. That means when you maintain a bank book, you are not only recording the journal entries relating to bank transactions, but you are also preparing the ledger account relating to the bank transactions. Bank book and bank account are synonymous, and when you prepare a bank book, you need not maintain again a separate ledger account for bank account. It plays the double role of being both a place where we record the journal entry and where we prepare the bank ledger account as well. In this video we'll learn about how to prepare bank book when there are no cash columns or discount columns in the book. I will show you the format here. This is the format of the bank book for you. The left side is the debit side and the right side is the credit side. Left side we have the date column, the deposits column, the LF number column, the rupees column. Similarly on the credit side we have the date column, withdrawal column, LF number and rupees. So to record a transaction in the bank book, we already have some indications, that is deposits will be recorded on the debit side, withdrawals will be recorded on the credit side, and the corresponding postings will take place in the ledger accounts. Okay, we can call this as the bank book and also as the bank account, because when we prepare the bank book, and even if you try to prepare a bank account, you'll see that both are duplicate or both are copy of each other. So we don't prepare a bank account once again when we prepare a bank book. Okay, so we are going to deal with only bank transactions in this video. So I have already written some bank transactions of a business for you. So we have to see how these transactions are recorded in the bank book. On 1st January 2021, cash has been deposited in the bank, rupees 10 lakh. So cash has been deposited in the bank. If you remember the journal entry was bank account debtor to cash account. So bank account should be debited and cash account should be credited. Even without looking at the journal entry, we can prepare the bank book, because we know that the deposits have to be recorded on the left side. The amount deposited is rupees 10 lakhs. So I have to write here to cash. That means I have deposited cash on 1st January 2021. What will I write in this LF column here? The page number in the cash book where this particular entry is posted. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll prepare the cash book also here. I'll not go into the detailed format. So cash book, debit, credit, it's a payment of cash, hence it will be credited in the cash book. We'll write by bank there, 10 lakh rupees. Next, 2nd January 2021, to cash withdrawn from the bank rupees 1 lakh. Now we have an opposite transaction. We are withdrawing cash from the bank rupees 1 lakh. So how do you record it? This is a withdrawal of cash. So on 2nd January 2021, I will write by cash here. I am withdrawing rupees 1 lakhs. If you remember the entry was when you withdraw cash from the bank, cash is coming in the business, so cash would be debited and bank account would be credited. So bank account is credited here automatically and cash account should be debited. I will go to the cash account and here I will write to bank. If you remember the format of the cash book, receipts are recorded on the left side and withdrawals or payments are recorded on the right side. Receipts and payments. Here deposits, wherever we deposit money in the bank, it is debited, and when we withdraw money from the bank, it is credited. Okay, so this is how we record it. Paid telephone expenses by check, 10,000 rupees. Today we have so many digital ways of making payment. So even if you are making the payment through any other digital mode where the bank allows you to make the payment digitally, so we have to record it on the withdrawal side by telephone expenses. How much is the amount? Amount is rupees 10,000. So I'll write here telephone expenses 10,000 rupees. Now what should I do next? I should open a telephone expense account. This is in the ledger, and on the debit side I should write to bank rupees 10,000. Even if you write a journal entry, the posting will come in the same manner. Next, paid salaries in check rupees 1,20,000. So we are paying some salaries in check 1,20,000. Again, it's withdrawal of money. When we issue a check, the employees are going to encash the check and they are going to withdraw money from the bank account of the business. 4th January 2021. By salaries 1,20,000. What will I do? I'll open the salaries account in the ledger, and I will write on the debit side to bank 1,20,000. So the debit posting and the credit posting are completing immediately for the transactions. Issued a check to creditors 1 lakh. We are issuing a check to creditors 1 lakh. What will happen is we'll issue the check to the creditors are the people who have supplied goods or services to us on credit. So we have to make the payment to them. So when we issue a check to the creditor is going to take the check, he will deposit it in his bank and the bank will pay money to him. So we are issuing a check to our creditors. So it's a withdrawal. The creditor is going to go and take the money from our bank. He will not physically go, he will deposit it in his bank account and his bank will claim the money from my bank where I have deposited the money. So 5th January 2021, I'll write here by sundry creditors. How much I have made the payment? I have made the payment of rupees 1 lakh. So I'll write here 1 lakh rupees. What should I do next? I should go to the sundry creditors ledger account in the ledger. And I'll write on the debit side to bank rupees 2 lakh. Let us suppose the sundry creditors is in page number 13 of the ledger. So what we should do is we should write here page number 13. Now we find that the amount is 1 lakh. I think I've taken the wrong amount in the sundry creditors account. So this should be 1 lakh rupees. Next, I received a check from debtors rupees 2 lakhs. Now what is happening is we have sold goods on credit earlier to our customers. They owe us money. Now what they are doing is the time has come, the due date has come for their payments. We have followed up with the debtors for the money and they are now issuing a check to us rupees 2 lakh. What will we do with that check? We will deposit the check in the bank, in our bank account, and the bank will collect money from the debtors. So it is going to be a deposit rupees 2 lakh. We are getting the money from our debtors. So we'll write to debtors account 2 lakh on 6th January 2021. Now what we should do is we should post it in the sundry debtors account. I'll go to sundry debtors account in the ledger. I will write here by bank. What is the amount we have collected from the debtor? We have collected rupees 2 lakh. So I'll write here rupees 2 lakh. If this is in page number 9 of the ledger, let us say this is in page number 9 of the ledger, we should write the page number here in the bank book in the LF column. Okay. Next, bank charges charged by the bank rupees 565. Now bank is charging for the services provided by the bank. A bank provides us many services. We can deposit money, we can withdraw money, we can issue checks, we can deposit checks, we can make digital transactions, we can make bank transfers, receive money digitally, make payments digitally. So they provide us a lot of services. For those services the bank can charge us some charges. They have charged 565 rupees. Now what they'll do is they will withdraw money from my bank account. We are not going to pay them cash. What they'll do is from our bank account they will withdraw that money and we have to write by bank charges. It is not a deposit. Hence, I will record it on the withdrawal side. What was the date of the transaction? 7th January. Now what should I do? I should go to bank charges account. And I should write to bank here on the debit side, 565 rupees. So this is how I post it in my bank charges account. Now I have recorded the transactions in the bank book. When you prepare a bank book, no need to write any journal entry, because this is an easier way of recording the journal entry. What you have to do is you have to record the deposit or the withdrawal, and the corresponding opposite posting will take place in the ledger account. If something is debited here, if we are writing deposits at 10 lakh, cash account it should be credited. If in the deposit side we are debiting 2 lakh, in the debtors account we should credit 2 lakh. That is how we complete the posting of the journal entry. Now we have to balance the bank account as we showed earlier. The total of the debit side is 12 lakh. I feel this is higher. Now what should be written, or how much should be written in the credit side, so that the total of both the debit side and credit side will become equal? Or what is the difference between the higher side and the lower side? That is what we have to write here. The total of the credit side is 1 lakh plus 10,000, 1 lakh 10,000, 2 lakh 30,000, 3 lakh 30,000, 3 lakh 30,000 565 rupees. 3 lakh 30,000 565 rupees is the total of the withdrawal side. So I'll write it here for the sake of ease. 12 lakhs is the total of the higher side, and 3 lakh 30,000 565 is the total of the payment side. The balance will be 435 rupees here, out of 99,000. If I remove this, 69,000 and 8 lakhs. So this is the balance left in my bank account. I'll write here 8 lakh 69,435 here. I will write here by balance carried down. That normally we do it at the end of the month, 31st January 21. So this is the amount which we have to write on the payment side to make the totals of the both the sides equal. Then the same amount is written on the higher side, 8 lakh 69,435. We write it as to balance brought down on 1st February 2021. Now what is this amount? This amount is the amount of money which is available in my bank account. This is the bank balance I have on 1st February 2021. This is the meaning. So this is how we deal with bank transactions. Thank you.